Hello, hello, and welcome to the Janey with Janey podcast. I'm your host, Jane Anderson, and we're here on episode 8, The Darkest Night, The New Light. And this is The Quiet Reset, season 2 of the Janey with Janey podcast. A season of reflection, rest, and gentle rediscovery. The night before Christmas has always felt sacred to me, not in a loud celebratory way, but in a deep, quiet one. It's the darkest night of the year. The solstice has already passed. The turning point has happened, even if everything still looks the same on the surface. In the depths of darkness, the earth begins to tilt back to the sun. Light returns, not dramatically, little by little, not all at once, but slowly, faithfully, without needing permission. The rhythm has always comforted me. It reminds me that change does not need to announce itself. It doesn't need to be visible to be real. This week, I've actually been sitting in stillness quite a lot, giving myself that permission. More than usual, I'll be honest. Some of it forced me to stop, uh, and it was basically out of my control, and which is totally fine, in more ways than one. Not searching, not analysing, just sitting in stillness, just allowing myself that space. And in that quiet, something unexpected happened for me. Memories surfaced, as they do at this time of year, for each and every one of us. Not a nostalgic memory, but it was almost a knowing. I found I found myself thinking about the books I read as a child, the stories I was drawn to, the themes of magic, courage, survival, and inner truth. The idea that even in the darkest chapters, something meaningful was unfolding beneath the story. And at that time, as a child, I didn't know why these books mattered so much to me. I just knew they felt like home, and I've been drawn to look at these again this week. So, sitting in silence allowed me to see clearly the path that I've been on, this journey that I've been on since childhood. And those stories that I read were teaching me something long before I actually had words for it, if that makes sense. They were showing me that the darkness is never the end of the story, that there is always a turning point, even if it comes quietly, even if it comes through patience rather than action. And this week, that understanding landed right in my body, right in my body. It landed, and I sat with a smile on my face. We're standing at a threshold right now, personally, collectively, and seasonally. I've been drawn in by the posts on Instagram, Facebook, wherever you search. It's all about the year of closure, the year 9-year completion, the air of the snake, and the meanings behind it all. So I thought it would be worth giving you my take on this. So the air of the snake is completing a year of shedding, deep transformation, and inner work, which, when I've looked back, is exactly what I've been doing. Snake energy is not about rushing forward. It's about knowing when an old skin no longer fits. And having the courage, and I think that's the biggie, having the courage to leave it behind. The shedding can be uncomfortable, it can be lonely, and it can be tender. It can feel like loss, even when it's necessary. But snakes don't carry old skins into the next season. They trust the process of renewal. And for me, that is a huge, huge revelation in the transformation that I've had throughout this year. And for those of you who've been listening from the start of the podcast, I hope that you can see that I'm becoming more and more aware of what is going on in my world and how I can be the me that I'm supposed to be. As the darkest night passes, we begin to feel the approach of the year of the horse. Movement, momentum, direction, and the readiness to move again. So just remember, all horses don't surge forward without alignment. They need to know where they're going, what their plan is. They need to, that before the movement comes, they are in stillness. And before the speed comes, there's clarity. And for those of you who ride horses, this will resonate more as you know the power of the horse and the horse picking up on your feelings when you're riding. And that's what this week gave me. Clarity born from quiet. Not a big revelation shouted from the rooftops, but a steady inner knowing. I've reached that turning point, not because everything is resolved, because we are always healing, we are always growing, and not because the grief has vanished. It is my direction has changed and my understanding. And just to touch on the grief side, because there are a lot of us out there find this time of year difficult. Grief often feels like a long winter's night, a season where warmth feels distant and time moves differently. Then one day, something shifts. A breath feels lighter. A memory brings warmth instead of pain. A sense of meaning returns where there was once only absence. And I'm going to say that is the solstice of the soul, the moment when darkness stops deepening and the light begins its quiet return. And one of my favourite scenes at the minute is rediscovery often starts in the dark, just before that flame sparks again. In the quiet field, which is by Signature Offering, we talk about meaning not as something that we force, but something that reveals itself when we're ready to receive it and sitting in that stillness and in that quiet and being open to receive. This week's reminded me that stillness isn't empty, it's fertile. It's where memory, intuition, and truth flow back to us. Not as thoughts, but embodying it inside, that inner knowing. And the books I loved as a child, the lessons I've lived through as an adult, and the grief that I've carried all braided together in that stillness. So I've given you some prompts at the end to journal on what I've talked about. But I'm going to leave you with this. And just remember, if you need to take time out on Christmas Day to be still for 5 minutes, go outside, walk the dog, stand in nature, take some deep breaths. Remember, you can do you, doesn't matter. So if you're listening, I'm just going to do a quick, slow breath and just get you to be still. Doesn't have to be now while you're listening. You can listen back to this bit. I invite you tonight or whenever you're listening to take a candle or a small light, sit with it, and notice the flame against the dark. See how even that smallest glow changes the space around it. That's hope. That's resilience. That's the part of you that never stopped believing, even when you never realise. And even I didn't realise when I wrote the first book, Janey, You Never Realise, that you never realise crops up quite a lot when you start on this journey. It was still there. As this year completes, and I'll do more about this next week, honour what you're leaving behind. The skins that no longer fit, the stories that have finished their work. And as the new year approaches, trust that movement forward that's waiting for you to step up and move. The earth is already turning toward the dawn, and you too are turning towards life again. Thank you for sharing this solstice moment with me. I'd like to wish all my listeners and viewers an enjoyable festive period, and in whatever shape or form that takes, remember, it's okay to do whatever feels right. I'm Janey Anderson, and this is Journey with Janey. Until next time, trust the return of the light and know that you are part of it. Thank you for joining me on the Journey with Janey podcast. It's always a pleasure to be with you on a Wednesday or whenever you are downloading and listening to the Journey with Janey podcast. All I ask is that you subscribe so you never miss an episode. And also remember, there are ways of contacting me through my website on www.journeywithjaney.com. There's a contact button to book a call, which is a free 15-minute call. And all the details of the ways to work with me are on my website. I'm always available for a chat, a DM, or just a message via LinkedIn or Instagram. We all have the social handles now. Just drop me a message and let's talk. And remember, we don't have to do this alone, which is exactly why I am here to help guide you on this journey. I am the me that I needed 3 years ago, and I hope and feel that I can help you on your journey of moving forward by taking small, simple steps. So from me to you, take care.